dreams can only come true if you get serious about them. And the first step to getting serious about your goals is to set a deadline for when you must achieve it. It should be difficult enough to reach to get you moving immediately, but realistic enough to obtain. It should be a struggle to obtain it, but not impossible. Another way of saying it is, the person you are right now should not be able to achieve it. You will have to grow into someone else entirely by pushing yourself, in a positive way, to make sure it is achieved. That is a goal. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans, and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. Defeat comes to all of us. Most of us give up. Don't be like most. When temporary defeat visits you, take responsibility. What can you do better? How can you use the failure as a lesson? How can your plan or path be clearer next time around? Do not give up. Shock everyone with your persistence and staying power. Then shock them with your results the second time around. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Napoleon Hill believed there were no limits. Most of the greatest people in history refused to entertain the limits of the majority. If they did, they'd never have been great, and we'd perhaps never know they existed. Refuse to accept limits of your family, friends, or society. If it's never been done before, believe you can be the first. If no one believes in you, be the one who starts. It is very clear that mindset is the greatest asset you can have if you want to do great things with your life. Develop that mindset, believe in yourself, and become unstoppable. The ladder of success is never crowded at the top. The ladder of success is never crowded at the top, because most people settle before getting on the ladder. They settle in their job. They settle in relationships. They settle in their health. They refuse to put in the effort at the start, and so their life getting through the day becomes a giant effort. Be one of the few who aren't afraid to take the harder path early on so you can enjoy the easier path later in life. Keep climbing that ladder, and when you get to the top, see if you can inspire someone else to work their way up too. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. Napoleon Hill said, "This life of yours is exactly that. Yours. It's yours to create whatever you want of it. If you want a great body, that's your responsibility. If you want a great mindset, your responsibility. The government can tax you to the hills, but no one can tax your mind. That is always something you control. No one and no event can conquer you but yourself. Take care of your mind. There is nothing more important. Nurture it with positive thoughts, with teachings that help you to grow, with anything and everything that makes you feel better, stronger, as a human being. There is nothing more important. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Deliberately seek the company of people who influence you to think and act on building the life you desire. Education comes from within. You get it by struggle and effort and thought. No one ever got ahead by acting like they knew everything about everything. Be humble enough to know you don't know everything. Be curious enough to seek new knowledge everywhere you go. In books, in teachings, and in everyone you speak with. There's always something to learn from everyone. Surround yourself with mostly people that will either enhance your future or make you feel good in the present. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand, and work whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along.